That was a radio from Ukraine, Kiev, Christmas song from Kiev now. That was nice. That was really nice to hear from Kiev. Such a sweet Christmas. I think it's a Catholic land, I don't know. But they have a Jewish leader, Zelensky. Anyway, I touched on something yesterday that was... It had been in my mind for some time. And I don't know really how to get grasp of it in the full extent. But it's kind of a contribution from my part to life. Besides being an activist and freedom fighter in some degree, because it's always interesting to get to know oneself. See, sometimes I baffle myself. Not very uniquely, but it's some kind of a baffling, because I wonder of very small things. Like, where does the thought come from? Where does the word start? We know, like habit, that words is creating, is some creation of our mind. But it's hard to really know what to say before you start saying it. In my case, it's hard to know. If I would have gone mute, if it wasn't for the fact that I believe in words, I believe in when you open your mouth, when you have something to say, you can't know a minute ahead what you are going to say. Not exact, you may have an idea, as me. I have some ideas, but it doesn't resonate with preparing. And I should do that more. Of course, I don't oppose preparing and do diligent work on whatever subject I'm going to talk about. But it's kind of strange for me that still, after all these years, after I learned how to talk, it's by intuition. It's I'm talking out in a space. When I'm talking to others, it gives a good resonance. When I'm talking with myself, it doesn't have that kind of resonance. So to delve into the matter of where the words are coming from have been somewhat an interesting field for me, because it's from something I would describe as darkness. I was a little bit into it yesterday when I was talking about the topic of clearing the air. I was into it because the words that we are saying, the words that are coming from the silent part, it's some kind of a silence in itself where there are so much creativity. Now it's cleared up. Outside is sunshine, and it's not that very cold either. It's about 5 degrees plus in Norway. It's a conundrum where the words, thoughts are coming from. It's from that void, blackness. I have called it void, but it's more to void than only a void. It's some kind of darkness, some kind of unlightened, it have been, we need to put some light on it. So the words, I said, the words are coming from the ancient ones. And maybe it's more to it than I said yesterday. Maybe it's more to it. Maybe our words is pure memory bank from that darkness. I don't mean it's a non-spatial quality. I don't know how to define it because it have no space, it have no time, it's just there. The words, the thoughts, and what we are saying is coming out of some conscience. But where do we pinpoint consciousness? It have no space, it have no time. That's why maybe I have explained or tried to say that time, if we go back in time, we will end up in the beginning, in any which length of going back. It doesn't resonate with me that we will go back maybe 100 years, 10 days, or 1 million. I don't know. It doesn't give any. I think that the moment, the creation moment is now. And the words that we are creating, it have this momentous quality to it, that you are saying it now and you will not have a repeat, only if you put it on video and like I do now. You can listen over and over again. I don't know what you are doing. But it's kind of an interesting topic in itself. It's people would call it philosophical topic. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, I don't know. I have no clue exactly what that kind of. I would like to have contributed with some insight, some word, at least some words that is spoken, because a well-known scientist, he was more of a philosophical scientist. He disputed God and everything, like creation. But he had some words on time. And maybe also thoughts that was similar to what I have been talking about. You see, we can come up with, people differ between big scientists and normal people, because normal people doesn't think in these lines. I don't know what you are thinking. I don't want to be prejudiced, and that is a prejudiced attitude, that you think that normal people, deadly people, as we say here in Norway, people that are more simple-minded, or I don't want to put it like that. It's just a narrative of people. People are different, of course, but it's for me it's purely wrong that I categorize people as non-philosophical entities. I think every human for himself have some philosophical aspects. And I said something here the other day at the city church. I said something to someone that knew Freud from before. She knew what Freud have said. So, but the conversation was not about Freud at all, and I didn't think of that. I haven't never looked into what Freud are saying. I only know that he explored some issues that stem from the childhood, and I don't know whether I can agree or disagree. It's nothing to disagree on, I believe. But I said something like, if you can fulfill your childhood dream, you will be a happy, lucky man. And she replied, that is what Freud said. So you see, people are not that different. Even me, the simple man I am, I can have thoughts that have some impact. I don't regard it as that I am so philosophical. It's just a reflection. It's just what I have reflected on. It's not big of a deal to say something like that. It's me. I said it. If someone said it before, I don't oppose that. It's good, because people tend to reflect, and if you can fulfill your childhood dream, it's good. So where I said something about the thoughts, the words that are coming out, that are coming from the ancient ones. I believe so, because where else? All the words that are consumed, contained, conveyed from different parts of your family ancestry. Maybe I have even contact with, not consciously, but maybe the connection with me and what I'm dealing with in daily life is some links. I don't replace my identity. I have my own personality, but maybe it's not that very clear-cut case that my personality, my thoughts, my sensitivity is from the ancient, my father, my mother, their parents, grandparents, and so on. Maybe we have some words that that is saying that we do sin because of the first man that sinned, Adam. So it's not a far-fetched opinion is not far from what we can associate ourselves with, that our personality in some line back there is coming from Adam. And the dispute between Adam and Eva, Chava, is the dispute between me and my those that I'm related to. It's over the same issues, theme, and so on. So we use words that is channeled through all the ancestors that are behind me. So I don't want to say it as a pure fact. It's not, if you refer to what I have said, I wouldn't answer to it. But by now, I may think that something like that would be the fact. Maybe I will change tomorrow because it's another day, a new day. Maybe the fog is coming back. You see, our ancestors also changed their mind. Don't look at our ancestors as some rock of our opinion. I responded to a post on Facebook that said God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Okay. But as for humans, you wouldn't have that kind of stagnant quality. To be a human, you need to change. If you're not changing, you are not a human. We are fluctuating, we are changing, we are adapting, we are coping, we do all this kind of stuff in order to better ourselves. So God is the same, and that is an attribute you wouldn't want. I find that funny because we give God an attribute that He is the same. But you or me, we wouldn't be the same yesterday as we are tomorrow or something. That is pure fact. So, but the road of finding out where our thoughts are coming from, it's in the darkness. So it better stay there, because we can't know. We can't be sure. It's a darkness of awareness. We can't see into that kind of line where we have our thoughts from. But some resonance, some echo is ringing when I'm talking of some ancestors. Maybe my drive, my inner drive to do some changes, to even better myself. That is a rare drive, to be something better than you are now. We have a better quality, better attitude towards other people, but it seems to be impossible. The path to that, well, to do good is exercise. So people say to me when I say these things, "You are good, Ole. You are not bad. You are nice. You are helping." No, I don't regard myself as anything of that. Something, of course, but I don't. It's not a. It's just a lower limit. I should be much better than I'm now. But people try to convince me that you are good. I don't know what's wrong with people. They don't get my point. So by praying, I think that you tap into your subconscious. Praying is good. And everybody, even they are not religious, should pray. Because prayer is contemplation, it's a talk with some entity in the darkness. So if you are a secular person, I bet you are, the leftists tend to listen to me very closely. And since you are a leftist, you have to admit that the thoughts, you have not a bulk of clear thoughts in your mind. No, you don't have. It's all in the darkness. Even the words I'm talking now, I haven't prepared. I haven't thought of it in the fullest extent. How can a man, simple man like me, think that far? I have some line of thoughts, of course, and maybe some thoughts are more clear because it demands more explanation or a longer sentence to say. But often when we speak, it's more clear than when we are writing. So I would rather speak to my audience than write, because writing can be a confusion in itself. It's thin layers of sheets that you are printing on, and the layers of confusion can be so close. You can be confused by my words when I'm speaking. I tried to write a book that was more or less speaking to the reader, but I found that awkward. It's out there. You can buy it if you want. It's in Norwegian, but if you want, you can Google translate it for me. Not a big deal. So the thoughts, when we are talking, it's out of some kind of darkness of mind. The more intuitive you are, the more spontaneous you are, the more darkness you have. But also the more sensitivity you may contain. The more sensitive you are, the better, the more thoughts you have on different issues. It can be confusing to be so sensitive that you don't know what to think. You don't know what the meaning of people's words are. And people say to me, keep it simple, Ole. Don't exaggerate. Don't overthink. My girlfriend said that. Don't overthink. It doesn't help. It just confuses and makes things worse. And I agree to that. She had a very good point there. But you can't really deny your own self. You are the way you are. She also said that. So in some cases you can't really help the way you are. You are the way you are. You have your sensitivity the way it is. So how to deal with such stuff that make you sensitive? It takes time, my friend. It takes time, and it takes trust. If you don't build trust to people that you love, you can't love them forever. You will start hating them because there is no trust. Trust is built on reliability. So you can really trust for real, not by words. You can trust me. That is not something one would build on. You can trust me, and I will be okay. Don't worry, be happy. No, that is superficial. That is, if you go on that, you are just pure naive. But I'm not here to talk about relationships, but it's, you see, every relationship have to do with yourself. It's a mirror into your own way of thinking. So obviously, it would be good if I could see more back into my thoughts, my own entity, and how I am, in order to be able to change that path. Talk to those ancient ones that tell me that I have to react in this way. No, I have to talk with the ancient ones in order to change that path. I am the peak of my ancestry. I am the end of it. So why not start with the end? The end, when the end is good, I can maybe justify the whole family in front of God that is judging everybody. I can justify every person that lived before and explain it to God. If you gave us some little bit of info, this not this short border between my back, the darkness in my mind, and my awareness, he would agree to that. If that would have been an ability to change myself in order to convey that to God, please God, let me see more of myself so that I may change. You see, there is more to this than meets the eye, meets the ear. And sometimes we need to take time. That's the only remedy for change. Time. So you have to believe in time. Okay, I don't know what more to say today. And if you give me feedback on this, it would be nice, because it's always something to reflect on. What I've been going into this half hour to 30 minutes, I would ask my audience if you can give me some feedback on especially this topic, because it's not a matter of you are right, I'm wrong, or something. It's just something I would love to hear someone else of. So if you can not go into very deep personal issues, but write something that you may think for yourself about this. You can dispute me all you want. I don't oppose anything to that, but and it's good to be so-called arrested or disputed, because it makes me also think in a constructive way. So today is a nice sunny day, and I will go out. I baked my bread yesterday, and that was super duper bread. I loved my bread. It was super good, and maybe next time I'll show you some of this. It doesn't look nice, but it is tasty, really tasty. Okay, I wish you all the best and much love and contemplations.